Great day, kings and queens. Welcome to another conversation with Drew. This is a wonderful Wednesday. I am so honored to share my gift with you guys. I am blessed to be able to give you the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of God that He's placed in my heart over these times. Wanted to speak on you, man, just to really help you comprehend the journey, that's already been predestined, the journey that's already been preordained. It's so amazing. It's like when you're driving, right? And this is how fascinating it is when you're driving past a construction site, and when you first see the construction site, all you see is a whole bunch of dirt and mud and rocks and big old bricks and boulders, and they just have this sign out there, that says coming soon. And you look at that, and some of them may even have like a picture out there of what they're about, what's about on display of what's coming soon. And it's so amazing. It's that because no contractor, nobody can build on that site, until the city approves their finished plan. Let me say that again. Nobody can begin to build on that site until the city approves of its finished plan. And this is what's so amazing, is that before the construction starts, it's actually already finished. The plan, the idea, the blueprint, it's already finished. And so again, all you see is this sign that they stick on that dirt mound, or they stick in front of it with the fence around it that says coming soon. And so it's so amazing when you begin to look at life and you understand that God operates the same exact way, and the man has got that ideal from God, right? Because it says in Isaiah 46:8-9, it says, I'm God and there's no one like me. I'm God and there's no one beside me. And then he tells us why there's no one like him and there's no one beside him. He says, I separate the end from the beginning, meaning that I finish a thing before I started, and then I make known from what's ancient to what's to come, meaning that I began to give you the vision of your end. This is so amazing when you understand that, because God does not start something until He finishes it. And so when you begin to look at your life and understand this, truly understand this, it allows you to see why you've always dreamed those dreams since you were a kid, why you've always had that vision in your heart and your mind since you was a kid, because there is no way that we are able to see our end if it's not already finished. But see, as we journey through life, man, we go through these hardships, we go through these trials, these tribulations, we go through these ups and downs of life, and it's so hard for us to fathom that the thing that we're actually seeking to accomplish is already finished. But this is why we're supposed to have a relationship with the city. This is why, as the contractors, we're supposed to have a relationship with the architect. Why? Because we are able to have access to the plan. We're able to have access to the blueprint. Why? Because we need this mindset as we go through life, because, man, life hits us so hard at times that we cannot fully understand what the heck is going on. Like, it almost make you believe that you're being punished, but you're actually being promoted. But this is the mindset that we must get to. We must begin to see that the things that we are experiencing in life is already finished. If a contractor cannot begin to build on that site until the plan is already finished, then you have to understand that that idea didn't come from man, that idea came from up above, meaning that your life was already completed. Your life was already finished, and all you're doing is basically walking backwards. It's almost like cheating life when you have this information, when you have this knowledge, when you have this wisdom, because it's almost like you're walking out something that's already done. So it's like you're walking backwards to get to that finished product. But this is the mentality that we have to have, because when circumstances come into your life, they're not supposed to shake you up to throw you off course. They're supposed to excite you. You're supposed to get excited when you begin to go through situations in your life, when the change comes, because God is stretching you. He's allowing you to grow. The only way that we grow in our limbs is by stretching. So He's allowing you to grow, right? Because you need to go to the next level in life. But God is saying that what was happening in your life, I'm putting that sign on display that's saying coming soon, like on that construction site. So people may see mud in your life. They may see rocks in your life. They may not see the finished product yet. They may not even see the display that's sitting right next to the sign that says coming soon, allowing you to get a visual of what God is constructing. But God is saying coming soon is a project, is a purpose, is a destiny that I've already finished. that is literally done. This is what's so amazing, man, when you understand life. How is it that a forest is inside of a seed? That when you plant that seed into the ground, it produces a tree that produces a fruit, and then those fruit have seeds, and those seeds hit the ground that produces trees, that produces fruit, that produce seeds, that produces trees, that produces fruit, that produce seeds. How is that in one seed? Because God already finished the forest before he even planted the seed. This is what's so amazing, that when you get this, when you understand why he said, I'm God because I'm the only one that can set the end from the beginning, your life goes to a different place. Your life really begins to, your mind begins to understand conceptually that all I'm doing is walking out a finished plan. All I'm doing is walking out a finished product. That's why on the display of my banner, it says coming soon, like it does on that construction site. But the key is, the contractor doesn't walk around based off of memory. The contractor walks around with the plan. He walks around with the blueprint. Why? Because he's able to check the work of the workers. He's able to check the construction that's being done. He's able to see that the mud that was once there began to work into a corner of a building. It begins to work into the front of the building. He sees how the foundation is laid. When you have the blueprint in hand, he's not walking around off of memorization. That's the importance of having a relationship with the architect. Man, y'all got to get this. Y'all got to really understand this, because it's simple. We've made life so complex. We've made life so difficult that we're walking around blindly. Have you ever seen, from a movie to actualization, have you ever seen an architect walking around empty-handed? I mean, a contractor walking around empty-handed. You always see the contractor walking around with something rolled up in his hand. And then what he has rolled up in his hand and what he lays out on the table is the plan of the architect, right? Because we have that same type of mindset, and we have to have that same type of relationship with the Father, with the King, right? Because he put out that display, he put out that sign that says, on this mound right here of dirt, rocks, and boulders, on this mound of what you think is void, on this mound of what you believe is empty, is the sign that says coming soon. I got a project that I'm putting out there that is going to blow your mind. I have a purpose and a destiny for my son and my daughter that's going to blow your mind. But you have to have a relationship with the architect that made the finished plan already before he ever laid the foundation. This is amazing when you are able to think like this, when you are able to conceptually understand this, because your life is finished. You're not an accident. You're not illegitimate. You're not an experiment. You are literally a work that's already finished. He said, I am God and there's no one like me, no one beside me. Why? Because I set the end from the beginning. I am the Alpha and the Omega. This is not religious. This is life. This is a understanding that when every man begins to get this, that their whole life has to change. Your relationship with God is natural. It's organic. Why is it that you have this sense of urgency that you need to build something that you may not fully comprehend, that you need to lay in something that you may not fully understand? Because there's something greater out there that's working his works in your life, but you keep going against the grain by not simply acknowledging his presence. Again, if the city won't let a contractor and an architect finish a work before they see a finished plan, how much more valuable is your life than that building that's going up in your neighborhood, than that building that's going up in the community that you drive through every day? How much more valuable is your life? This is what I began to understand, kings and queens. And when I understood it, right, that's how I was able to go from obesity to being a professional bodybuilder. Why? Because the genetics was already there. The gym was already there. The circumstance was already there. This is how dope it is, right? This is why I love the Father. This is how incredible it is, right? 25, 26 years old in 2007. I was obese. I came to the point I was 300 pounds. I said, man, you know what, man, enough is enough. I'm tired of looking like this. I went in front of the mirror, y'all. Real talk. I went in front of the mirror shirtless, and I had man boobs. I mean, my titties was really sagging. It was a problem. It was a problem, right? I really had titties, right? Real talk. At 300 pounds as a man, I had titties. This was a problem, right? And so I said, enough is enough. My mom walked by. She said, man, God said it's time to get in shape, right? This is what's so amazing. This is what I'm saying, that the coming soon sign that's on the construction site is real, right? On your life, right? This is so dope. And so I began to just do push-ups and sit-ups around the house. I was just determined, like, man, I'm gonna get this weight off of me. I'm gonna get in shape. I began to transform my mind. I began to renew my mind. I mean, to transform my life. Began to do these push-ups and these sit-ups, right? And then about 2-3 months in, my mom brought me this pass to the YMCA because she was working a part-time job. This, again, the plan is already constructed. It's already finished. God has put the coming soon sign and the picture on the display so you can know what the work is, right? So then I go to the gym. I'm relentless. I tell myself that, man, if I can just do this for a year, I will be able to then have the health and wellness lifestyle that I need. This was what I programmed in my mind. So a year come. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. A year and a half go by. I lose another 40 pounds. So I'm down like 80 pounds. Muscles is looking good. I'm starting to come into my own, right? Naturally. No nutritionist, no lifestyle coach, no personal trainer, no nothing, right? This is all divine plan, right? This is how I'm saying that the plan is already finished. Check this out. So about 2 years in, I meet this guy named Walt Carpenter. And, you know, a successful brother, man, a beautiful man. He was like, man, listen, bro. He said, man, God is putting it on my heart that you're supposed to do a show. I'm like, do a show? What you mean? He like, yeah, you're supposed to do a show, a bodybuilding show. I'm like, man, look, man, I just got in this bad boy just to be healthy, right? This is what's so dope about the Father God, right? He like, nah, man, you supposed to do a show. I said about 2 or 3 months go by, right? He come at me with the same exact word. I said, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to look up some shows and see if I'm supposed to really do a show. I look up a show. Matter of fact, I meet this guy named Rich LaRoe, and he was having this show. He was doing this show, putting a show on called the Buckeye Classic. This is what, listen to me, y'all. When I say that the plan, the purpose is already finished. Check this out. So I get ready. I begin to prepare myself for this show, right? This is back in 2012. I began to prepare myself in 2011, going to 2012 for this show, right? This is how the king works in his plan. This show was a pro qualifier, meaning that if you win the show, you automatically qualify to go to the next show that's a pro awarding show to get your pro card, right? Mind you, for 25 years, y'all, I was obese. Now, I ain't know about no muscles. I ain't know nothing about no bodybuilding show. I was obese. That's all I knew. That's all I believed. Check this out. We get to the show, right? It was a show that was supposed to happen in Kentucky. Again, man, the coming soon sign. It was a show that was supposed to happen in Kentucky, and it was another major show. Well, that show got canceled. So automatically on the day of my show, on the day, not the day before, not the day after, on the day of my show, it automatically made my show a pro awarding show. So therefore, when I went out there and busted them heads on my very first show, I was awarded my pro card. That's unheard of around the world, from natural to IFBB to NPC, period, point blank. But this was already destined. All I had to do was get the muscles. That's it. Get the fat off, get the muscles. God already had the bodybuilding show waiting for me. He already had the opportunity waiting for me. How was it that this pro awarding show became how was this show that was only supposed to allow us to be able to go to the next show to win our pro card, a pro qualifying show, become a pro awarding show on the very first show that I did? Because that coming soon sign was real in the construction that God was doing in my life. So when I'm saying to you, like that construction site that you just rode by, or you rode by a week ago or 2 weeks ago or a month ago, that all that you seen was rubbish, from bricks to mud to dirt to rocks, and you seen that coming soon sign, know that the plan was already finished before they put the coming soon sign in that area. So the construction that God is doing in your life right now to take you to your destiny, to take you to your purpose, there is a coming soon sign. So when people laugh, and when they laugh at you, and they look at you and they say that you're crazy for thinking outside the box, when they laugh at you and ridicule you because you have a vision in the midst of your problems, in the midst of your circumstances, when they laugh at you because they cannot see the coming soon sign, kings and queens, what I'm telling you is that the purpose that God has on your life is already complete. It's already finished. Therefore, all you have to do is literally walk it out. Get the muscles that you're supposed to get right now for the show that you're about to put on in your life. So if it's music, man, pursue it relentlessly. If it's poetry, pursue it relentlessly. If it's architect, pursue it relentlessly. If it's being a better father, pursue it relentlessly. If it's being a greater husband, pursue it relentlessly. Why? Because the thoughts of the diligent leads to abundance. It leads to plenty. If you think it, you will accomplish it. If you can conceive it, you can achieve it. It is literally that simple. I put my mind to becoming healthy. That's all I saw. God knew that I was supposed to be a professional bodybuilder, that I was supposed to be a personal trainer, that I was going to find my purpose in motivational speaking, working with people and working with clients. Man, this is not an accident. This is design. What you are listening to and what you are watching is a design. It's not an accident. It's not an experiment. He didn't say, oh, well, Drew, you know, man, let me see what you can do with these muscles. Let me see what you can do with this gift of influence. Let me see what you can do with that handsome smile. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, it is amazing when you finally grasp this and you fully understand it. Y'all can hear the rain coming down, man, because somebody is growing today off this word. I promise you, y'all growing off of this word today. But I'm telling you, what you are experiencing is done. Begin to look at it like that. Begin to embrace it like that. What I want y'all to do is I want y'all all to go to Isaiah 46, 8 and 9 and begin to put that word in your heart. Put that word deep down in your heart. Listen, I'm not here to make anybody religious. I'm not religious. I'm not a Christian. I'm not none of the above. I am a kingdom citizen. I am a son of God. That's it. I'm here for a reason. I'm his vessel. I'm here to bring him glory by truly being his son. That's it. He called me a son. He said, if you are a son, then you are an heir. I would rather be an heir than a member of an organization. I don't know about you, but that's who I am. I listen to the words of my father, not the words of the commentators, the one who came after him. But check this out. You have a purpose in this life. You have a destiny in this life. It's amazing how I start talking, man, and just rain stop, man. He's amazing, man. I ain't saying I'm Jesus. I'm just one of the children. But check this out, right? It's amazing when you understand this, and when you really grasp this, and you really walk in the fullness of this, man. What up, K Camp? I see you with the love, King. You know I appreciate you, kingdom mindset, purpose partners. We about to take over the world. But check this out. When you really grasp this understanding, you'll walk in so much authority, because you know that what you are going through right now is a promotion. What you're going through right now is only to develop you. That's why our brother James said, count it all joy when you fall into these various trials. When you fall into these circumstances and situations, he says, celebrate. Most people cry. He says, celebrate. Most people get discouraged. He says, celebrate. Most people get down. He said, celebrate. Why? Because what you're about to do and what you're embarking on is literally something that has come to perfect you. Is literally coming to perfect you. It is promoting you, not punishing you. It says that God does not work and reward us for our sin. Basically, if you do something wrong, sin, I'm slap you. If you do something wrong, sin, I'm gonna slap you. No, that's not how God works. We're not in relationship with a fly swatter. We're in relationship with a loving Father who has agape love, meaning unconditional love, meaning that his love is not predicated on what you do or what you don't do. He loved you before you loved him. It's that great. So check this out. what you are experiencing, begin to celebrate, but begin to work on your mindset to be able to see the coming soon sign, to be able to see the finished product, to be able to see the digital display, to know that everything that you're going through is basically to construct you so you can become the best version of yourself. I sit before you and I give you these words in the midst of everything that I'm going through because I have peace in the middle of the storm. Why do I have peace? Because I understand that the storm came to be part of the sunshine. It has to. The sun just can't shine without the rain. The rain is necessary for the fruit to be able to produce, the seed to be able to germinate, the seed to be able to grow, and me to become the fullness of who I am. So they work hand in hand. It rains on the just and the unjust alike. It's literally that dope. But when you understand, kings and queens, that your life, your purpose, your destination is done. It is literally done. Look at these eyes. It's literally done. All you have to do is walk it out. But the best way to walk it out, let me tell you the key. The best way to walk it out is to know the Father personally. That's it. It's to know him personally. Why? Because he is giving you the knowledge that he has. He said, if you incline your ear to wisdom, if you apply your heart to understanding, this is how you get the knowledge of God. That's why I'm constantly listening for things that'll make me more wise. I'm constantly seeking things that'll make me more wise. I'm constantly applying my mind to get more understanding. Why? Because once I do, I get God's knowledge, and then I'm a lot more, it's a lot more easier to walk it out. It's simple. Man, listen, it's that simple. Again, I ain't telling you to go to no church so you can run around, do backflips, and roll up under the pews. What I'm saying to you is that the real relationship that you are seeking, that you've been seeking since birth, is with the Father. Period, point blank. It's natural. It's organic. I don't care if you atheists. They're just rebelling. That's it. That's all that is, because they see it, but they don't want to see it. That's all that it really is. You dig what I'm saying? But even they are expressing faith because they believe that God don't exist. Belief is faith. Either way, you get to his law. Anyway, check this out. So go to Isaiah 46:8. And begin to just marinate on that. Begin to chew on that. Look at all the different interpretations from the King James Version to the NIV version to the New King James Version, and just listen to all of that and put it all inside of you and digest it over and over and over again, because you need to know that your purpose and your destination is already done. So that means that it'll allow you to walk a much lighter. You'll stop walking on eggshells, and you'll begin to put your foot down like an elephant and make the room shake every time that you take a step. Why? Because this was designed for you to give God glory. Your life is to give God glory. So if he is putting you through something, he's trying to promote you to take you to a next level, because he's wanting to expand your territory. A king only gets glory from territory. So if he's expanding you, he wants more out of you. That means that he wants more glory out of your life. God bless y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Remember, but this is not a look. It is a lifestyle, because we literally do this every day, not to impress people, but to leave an impression on the earth. God bless y'all, man. Please share this video with one person, man. I'm tired of asking y'all to share. Y'all ain't sharing nothing. I'm about to get to slapping people for real, because I know the destination is done. So if I still slap y'all still gonna show me love. God bless y'all, man. Be amazing. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Peace.